Hi, welcome. Can you all hear me? Can you hear me? Yay! Welcome, welcome. I'm so glad. Since this is just my second live, I had to make sure that my mic's coming on right. Hello, welcome, darlings. I'm excited. It's kind of Sunday morning, and I am set up here. So, how are we going to prepare for 2021? How are we preparing for 2021? The new moon is tomorrow on the 14th, and I wanted us to start looking at it is a brand new cycle. It's a brand new cycle that's kind of coming up. Just work with me here because I'm hearing like double audio. Just want to make sure if my audio is clear. So, what I'm seeing here right now with these big shifts that are coming towards the end of the year, and this is not just an ordinary year. We all know that. We have all seen that. But why this particular year and right now, it is so important for us to really reflect on our life. Why now? Because there is a huge shift that's taking place. We have been hearing about the age of Aquarius. We've been hearing about these different ages. Some of you may have, some of you may not know. But there is an energetic shift that takes place when the big planets are moving through different zodiac signs. I'm not an astrologer, so I'm not going to get into any of that. But I do follow the astrology that comes up because it impacts us at an energetic and a larger evolutionary cycle. That's how it impacts us. Awesome. Thank you, Sharon. No double audio because I was plugged in. It was my issue. So, what we want to do, and I am going to make sure that I cover all the things here, and you can ask me questions in between as I am speaking. So, one of the things that we must do as this new moon comes up is to take a reflection on 2020 and the events up to this time. And in what way can we do this reflection? In this time, I'm going to ask you to look at the physical realm. How is it for you in the physicality? Meaning, reflect back on your health and fitness, reflect on your living status, where you're living, reflect on your finances, your careers. So things related to the here and now, to the third dimension, right? That's important to first look at because we are spiritual beings, but we are here on earth in this physicality. So when we are here on this physicality, we are meant to bring down the spiritual light through my individual self and express it and have that interaction, enjoy the life here and now. So the issues become when we become too bogged down with the physicality, or we are just in the thinking phase and no action, no bringing it down. So you're very floaty. Right? So, we all go through these phases where we feel super floaty or we are too materialistic or too focused on the here and now. And that's why we talk about taking a balanced approach in our heart chakra. Now, so take a hard look and do take time. I mean, we have time. We're being forced to stay indoors with the events that have taken place. And this was a universal 4 year. Fours are about foundations. Look at how badly our foundations have been shook up. How badly these foundations have been shook up in this year. So, what we are being asked right now is to truthfully evaluate where you are. So, when I say truthful evaluation, it should come from a place of non-judgment. It's like you're taking your cup of tea or coffee, you're sitting back, and you're going to just look at, with no emotion and no judgment, of how it should have been, how it could have been. This is exactly where we are. Like, I have this yellow, I have this pink quartz, and I have this part of my life. I really can't change and judge. Why is this color like this? Why is this color like this? Why is this like that? So start to look at honestly, where did you give your power away? Or where did you exert too much of your power? Okay, that's one part. Look at where, we look back and we say, I regret that. Regret is an energy that does not help us get in the flow of abundance. And we're getting in this flow of abundance. And the flow of abundance is opening up for us by this end of the year. There's a huge energetic downpour. The universe is coming in to help you to bring more abundance. So what should you do for that? What should you do for that? First is reflection. Reflection. What is your core belief? Have you been doing this certain job, or are you in this certain relationship, or are you in this certain way and pattern of thinking? Is it because what you believe in, or is it because someone else has told you? Maybe that's the norm. I mean, you're supposed to go to school and then get this job. You're supposed to have that family life. You're supposed to be a go-getter at work, whatever it may be. Is it your core belief? Or was it somehow, somewhere picked up along the way? Maybe when you were growing up, where you were growing up, your family. Perhaps it was at your first workplace, where you live, how you're brought up. Maybe you've come from a background where you had to struggle a lot for money. So then that shifts the mindset. So we come from a place of limited belief. We come from a place of limitation and not from a place of abundance. So start to look at what are your core beliefs, because 2021 is going to rattle all of us up. For sure. So let's move into, when we talk about, and I'll come back to this, is what are the themes that are playing out? So I want to talk about the Aquarian themes that are going to be pretty predominant in the coming years. This is what I've heard from amazing astrologers around, evolutionary astrologers. And I am an Aquarius. So I reflect back on what are some of my core beliefs and how do I interact and how do generally people see me? And what are these Aquarian themes? So Aquarian themes are going to be big. It does not matter whether you are an Aquarius or not. It's going to impact the Aquariuses a lot more, but the Aquarian theme is going to play out a lot in this coming year of 2021. 2021, if you total up, it totals up to 5. And 5 in tarot is pretty disruptive energies, but also the Hierophant, which is a higher spiritual understanding and a higher spiritual connection. What is my spiritual connection? How spiritually aligned am I? Therefore, the 5 of Swords shows up, which is mental battlefield, like arguments, and I want to stand my ground, I want to be heard, or the Five of Wands. No, this is what I want to do. No, this is what I want to do. So competition. And then we have this Five of Cups, which is about losses and regrets, or what, I was too brash there, or what, I didn't like the way these people spoke up to me, so I should really next time find the courage and speak up, right? So I one of the big things that I want to say in all my videos, you're going to hear this, live sessions pretty much the whole year round, is, and it sets as a reminder, because I need that reminder for myself as well, is that there are really no mistakes, even though when we say, oh, you'll be making a big choice in life. Yeah, we'll be making a big choice. We make choices all the time. You made the choice to be here right now. I made the choice to do something right now. We make choices. But when we talk about, oh, I regret making a choice, no choice is ever wrong. It is just right for you at that time. For it was important for your soul growth. So if we start to look at life more as a growth and enjoying what comes my way, oh, the challenge has come in. This is a nice video game. I am going to see if I am going to be able to cross this boundary. Start to look at and release that all or nothing, do or die. That kind, we just kind of need to be more malleable. This is what this coming year is going to show us. The events have already been set in place in 2020. We are going to see a major change over the next decade in social structures, economic structures, financial structures, and all possible structures. And I'm not saying this as a predictive. I have no set pattern with which I'm coming. I'm talking about the Aquarian theme. The Aquarian themes talk about social justice, talk about social shifts. Sometimes, apologies, I'm doing outside, so you're going to hear some planes and some external noises. So, Aquarian theme talks about revolutionary changes. So, we are going to see some sort of revolts, some sort of social uprisings come up, and it's needed. And while this is taking place collectively, how does it apply to you? Let's say you're the peacemaker. You're not interested in any of that. Yeah, you believe in equality, but you don't want to go out there and do those protests and what have you. Let's just say that's you. But it will still have an impact on you individually. And that is what the Aquarian's theme is going to show you, is that there is an individualized expression and then there is a collective expression. So how I am is going to interact this entire cauldron. How I am is going to impact the collective, and we're going to learn this. We're going to learn this. Some of these lessons for some of us will come in a hard way, and for some of us, it's going to be a breeze. Why is that going to be a breeze? Because when we can come to the center, be in the middle of a storm, and be calm, to see the amazing things that you can do and bring forth, that even though there is chaos around, you're able to find your center, you're able to do what's right for you. And that is a learning that will help us along our journey in 2021 and beyond. So I talked about, yes. So the other thing with the Aquarian theme is going to be non-conformity. And I don't want to say the word I don't want to say the word religion. I don't want to say the word structures and authority. Aquarius theme is non-traditional. Aquarius theme is non-conformist. If 200 people are doing the same thing, I ain't gonna do it. Just for that fact, I ain't gonna do it. I'm gonna create my own path. So the trailblazers for within us, How am I taking leadership in my life? That's how it impacts. Not every person is going to be standing up and saying, okay, I'm going to be the manager, I'm going to be the CEO. We're not having all big bosses energy, but how are you going to be the big boss in your life? How are you taking a leadership role in your own life? So power dynamics, we've already seen that play out. It's going to play out more by the end of the year. There's huge, huge energies coming in. And with this influx of energy, everybody gets charged up. Everybody gets charged up. So through this coming 2021, we are going to learn through conflict. We are going to learn through conflicting ideas how to bring balance, because we are moving towards the energy of 6. 6, 6, 6, 6, 6, which is all about balance, which is all about creating balance and harmony. But you'll only know balance when we have seen imbalance. Having said all of this, I want us to know that you're in the perfect place at the perfect time, for you have chosen to be here, to be a part of the collective team, to help all of humanity through your own energy raise its vibration. That's why you're incarnated in this very time, in this very apex moment, shifting of the human consciousness to a completely different level. Aquarian themes, and it is the only sign that is called the sign of the future. And there's a reason for that. It's called a futuristic sign, meaning we are planting new seeds for a newer future, right? For a newer future. Now, one of the things that you're going to see play out in your life, in your local area, in your communities, in your country, wherever we are, is going to be freedom. 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 What does the word freedom mean for you? What does freedom mean for you? So you can write that question, because that will be a question that you will be asking yourself. I want to free myself from this job. I want to free myself from this relationship. I want to free myself from this emotional turmoil, toxic behavior. I want to free myself of addictions. I want to free myself of this negative thinking. Enough of that, Archana. It's time to move to a new direction. Right? So freedom. What does freedom mean for you? And how badly do you want that freedom? Are you willing to put in the effort for yourself and maybe be willing, maybe be okay that people won't like you? Maybe be okay that the ones that you love a lot, who are important to you, may not agree with what you're doing? Are you going to be okay? Are you going to be okay with that? How badly do you want that freedom? Is there a right answer to it? No. No. So this is the time where we are going to stand individually. I'm hoping this is showing up. We're going to stand individually, having my own rough edges. I am emanating my own frequency. This person's emanating their own frequency, and we're coming together and harmonizing that. So that's another big theme. Now, because Aquarian theme is that of the future, it's also the sign of the humanitarian. We can see that happening. We are becoming more and more aware of, let's come together. There's COVID, there's pandemic, there's this. Let me see how I can help. What are some of the things? I can already see that, right? We all see that this is taking place. While this is all taking place, this is just the beginning of a coming together, all of us as humanity. What is it that I can do to grow myself? And what is it that I can do to help another? While I'm being lifted, I want to lift other people too. So, community building. I just did my tarot reading. It's going to come up after I edit and title and label it quarter by quarter. Some of these are the themes that came out in tarot for 2021, which I had already written what we're going to be doing and speaking about, preparing for 2021, is going to be some of the themes of networking, building a community together, coming together, like-minded people, so we can uplift one another during this growth period. Okay, lots of inventions, lots of newness, lots of new ideas. Now, with that as the energy within you, how is it going to impact you? How is it going to impact you individually? All right. So, individually, when this inventive energy rises, an invention takes place when you're thinking outside the box. Invention cannot be, all right, I created this stone and now you are creating this stone. That's not invention. Okay, we're in that same realm. Now, an invention would be a completely new way of doing things, a completely new way of thinking things. Now, guess what? For an invention to come through, you've got to get the data from different sources, right? That's why this energy of five is so important. Like, oh, this is what you believe in, this is what I believe in. It's not just about let's make peace. It's, we could use this part of this idea. I had not seen that before. I can use this part of this thinking. Now, if we amalgamate, like, wow, this is a synergistic effect. This is something new that I had not seen. So, this is how inventions are going to come about. Now, within your life, the theme that I wrote over here is going to be reinventing yourself in this coming year and moving forward. Reinventing yourself at an individual level, which will impact at the global level. So, what's going to help you to prepare for 2021 is to remember that originality is the key. Originality is the key. That is the big theme for Aquarius. And originality, we can take it to the shadow side, which is like, oh, if everybody's doing this, I'm absolutely not going to do it. No, that is the shadow side. Originality is you really believing in something and you feel it in your heart. It may be a little bit offbeat, it may be a little weird to others, it may be outlandish, it may be just something untried, but it feels right to you. Go for it. Go for it because the cauldron, the energy, the support is fully there for you. Fully there for you. Because originality is going to be the key to your success. Success at the financial level, in a career, and also in coming up with solutions within your home, within your relationships. You're going to see that impact you. So the more we get on the board with, you know what, I'm going to start singing to my own tunes. And here, again, the shadow element, be careful. It's not like I don't really care about you. I'm just going to do my thing. No, we're not talking about that way. I'm talking about a balanced approach in terms of individuality and expression, right? So creative expression is going to have a big payoff in this coming year and moving forward. Because Aquarius sign deals with a lot of creative expression. That's how you're original. That's how you invent things, is through your creative powers and through your creative energies. So, second big theme that's going to help you in this coming year is going to be the rebuilding of the communities. I talked about that. I touched about it. So, networking for causes is going to be common, coming together. I was writing this at 12 a.m. Oh, yes, this is a big one. This came up even in my tarot reading 2 days ago. And that is going to be power dynamics. Power is going to be a big play in the coming year. The power dynamics is going to be, how do you relate to power? Where do you hold that sense of self-worth? It's going to be challenged a lot in this coming year. There's going to be this tug of war that I see, okay? Because old things are coming up for review in the coming year. And as these old things within you are going to, the repressed, which we're probably pushed underneath the rug and I don't want to have to deal with it. Peace is more important. Yes, peace is important. But right now you're reinventing yourself. So you're beginning a reinvention of yourself. And you're being given this chance to look at things from a higher perspective. And if you've been like a doormat for some time, this would be the time it's going to be pushed so that you will say no more. And which is a good thing, okay? So this will be the year where your solar plexus energy, which is all in our gut area, what do you believe in the gut? What is it that you stand for? How willing are you to move forward in life with your own strength and your own courage? So test of courage, test of your resilience and your own power, so that you can get a healthy relationship and a healthy balance with your own power. And because we are balancing the root, we are balancing what our desires are. Now we are balancing with our willpower so that we can express our heart's desire through our heart, through our throat. So you've got to see a higher perspective. Right? The third eye chakra and the divine connection is going to be activated a lot in this coming year. A lot of divine energy coming down for humanity. Okay, so that's good. So one of the things, I'll talk about what we can do today and tomorrow to receive these energies at the end. What else did I have? Yes, since we're talking about power and power dynamics, I want to touch upon authority and leadership, right? I did touch upon leadership earlier. Authority is going to be pretty big now and moving forward. Because I said the Aquarian theme is about non-conforming. So any type of authority, any type of strong authoritative figures, and that's why I talked about power. Authority is about power, right? So if there is an excess and then quote unquote, I'll use the word abuse, but take it how it resonates for you. When there is an over-identification that it is my way and I'm going to control another, that's called, it's 444, I like that. It talks about power dynamics. So you may be breaking free from some authority figures. So someone who is pretty controlling in your life, okay? So if you have had controlling people in your life, controlling viewpoints, maybe you feel constrained in a religious pattern, maybe you feel constrained with control at home, maybe you feel constrained and limited in your current job, in the way you behave. So there's going to be like a break free from that. And so this is going to help you. This is going to help you to discover your own light and your own brilliance. So authority is going to come up a lot. So start to kind of reflect back when you get time in this year, just to kind of scan back to see what triggers you with the word authority. What triggers you with the word power? Power, money, authority. When I say that, how does that make you feel? Okay, how does that make you feel? That's one. Now, as 2021 comes, which is the energy of 5, and we're entering into a strong air sign. Air sign is the Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, the 3 air signs are all about, that's the energy. So we all have that. It is all deals with the power of mind. So power is also mind control, right? Our belief systems are set in how we think with an emotional component to that, right? So intellect, ideas, lots of ideas are going to come forth in this year. I should do this. That's the energy of Uranus. It is just like, boom, explosive energy coming through the mind, like bolt of lightning. I got it. Yes, eureka moments within your life, within your own life. I'm not talking about big eureka moments for the world where we're coming up with these big technological changes. I'm talking at an individual level for you, for me, for this person, for that person. It's going to be big eureka moments on how you can have an authentic self-expression without dampening the self-expression of the other, without downing, if that's a word, like putting down a person in a negative way. You're not putting them down. I'm honoring my self-expression as you're honoring yours, as this person's honoring theirs, right? So there's going to be this, I call it, the reason I'm not announcing revolution, because we have this connotation of revolution, but it is a revolutionary energy you will feel within you. And this is how we learn to tame the fire within us. That's a spiritual fire. So the Aquarian theme is going to give you a strong ignition Okay, where you're feeling lull and unable to move, stagnancy. Oh, there's not going to be stagnancy in 2021. 2021 is not going to be a stagnant year. Hello, welcome to 2020. We have seen that. So 2021 is a year where we are going to find and express who we are. And so one of the things, and I think it was in one of my readings, I'm going to start to create a playlist for all of you because I get these big waves on, okay, Archana, do this. And I follow my guidance. So what I'm going to say is that you're going to try, there will be many starts that you'll have in your life in this coming year. They'll be like false starts, meaning you'll start something, it just will fizzle out, and you may decide that that's not what I want to do, or God, it didn't work out. And, so things of that nature, but it's okay. I want you to know why it's okay. Well, hello, welcome. Why it's okay is because the energy of 5 also brings in like a divine child. So you want to play. I want to play and see, oh, you know what? I want to try this. And I'm going to try my hand at this. And then I'm going to try my hand at this. And when I'm trying my hand at this, you know what? I actually don't like this. I really like this. So to discover what you truly like and what you want, it's going to be a few trial and error, and that's okay. That's what I'm trying to say is that 5 is going to bring many options also to you. You're going to have lots of options emerge for you. You're going to have lots of things that are going to sound quite exciting and quite fun. And take this year as a fun year. Let me explore. Let me try my hand at crystals. Let me try my hand at this. And it doesn't mean you're being flaky. It just means it is through trial and error, just like a child. When they are crawling, they're touching everything to see. So you're trying to see in the physical realm, what is it that you like? So everything doesn't have to be kind of fully put together. It's completely okay. All right. So I talked about intellect, ideas, a little bit of the revolution. Obviously, technology is going to take on a whole new role. We know that 2020 is giving us a preview. Aquarius definitely rules the sign for technology. So we're going to see big technological advancements in science, in medical, in all of these fields take off on a new level, which is great, right? Because we're using different ideas. Now, the final part before I say what to do in the new moon, which is tomorrow, today. There's going to be a big focus on collective well-being because I'm talking about the Aquarian themes right now, for those who are joining in right now, is not just what's good for me, but what's good for everybody. Because we are moving towards a cleansing of the heart chakra, loving all differences. Doesn't matter your color of hair, doesn't matter your color of skin, doesn't matter your geographical location, doesn't matter if you speak that same language or not. We are humans, we're connected. Look at Earth. I mean, it's not like one tree standing there and saying, I'm going to take over the whole Earth, and that is it. Every person must be like an avocado tree. I said avocado tree because I have an avocado tree in my backyard. Or everything is going to be like a red rose. No. Diversity brings in flavor. I like my palate to be flavorful, right? So that is what divine expression is, flavorful. So there's some flavors that are kind of bitter, and you can choose to stay away from them. Take that lighter approach. And I'm seeing number 88. That is the number for abundance, and it is the number for creation as you are connected to the spiritual self, just right now. So we're seeing signs of this right now. Like, what is good for everybody? Let's all come together. Hi, Kira. Nice to see you. Now, finally, before we get into, if you have any questions for me, what to do now, Archana? You've talked a whole bunch about all of this. What are we going to do? So what to do on this new moon? Again, I have only big themes. 2020, one heck of a year, looking into the mirror. So the key energy here is focus on the big picture. Look at the big picture, look at the big picture, look at the big picture. Look at your life as a big picture. Look at the growth and a coming together from a big picture. Don't start to look at, oh, what a shitty year 2020 has been. Well, I'm going to sound really mean, and I'm okay with that sounding really mean. Heck, if we don't learn, dude, buckle up, guys. That's what I say to humanity, including myself. Buckle up, buckle up, buckle up. If we don't learn now, another shit is going to come down rolling on our head till we learn. Till we learn to harmonize, till we learn to accept the differences. We have gone on materialism. We have gone on, I'm going to be the billionaire and every person else is not going to be. Equality and justice is the core theme for Aquarius. Start to be just within yourself. Start to be fair in your dealings. Be loving, but also learn to draw your boundaries. That is the big deal. So give of your money, share of your resources, share of your wealth, share of your love, share of your wisdom. That is the theme that you're going to be driven towards. And for those who are not on board, boy, we're going to have a great time. It's party time because we're coming together as universal brotherhood, universal sisterhood, universality. What's right for me is right for another person too. They have their right too. Nobody should be fighting for that. And we're going to come to a self-realization. So this is the year where your deep self-realization begins. That was actually the title for my 2021 energy reading, which is going to maybe go up tonight or tomorrow, is really a year of new starts. So explore, all right? And what you can do now, tomorrow is the 14th, so it's also the solar eclipse. From what I've heard from astrologists, this is not me, this is not Archana, but I am a data gatherer, right? It's been said that solar eclipse time, because it's an eclipse, which means things are still hidden, and sun being our external, sun being what everything you can see in light. And when that is being eclipsed, which really means, in simple terms, from what I understand logically, is that things are not fully out there. When things are not fully out there, can you trust? Can you trust yourself and still take that leap of faith? Can you trust yourself and move forward and jump forward? Right? Because that is important. That's what we are being asked as of this new moon. New moon and full moons, let's start to get connected to the moon cycle. So we're going to start to get into the rhythm of the universe. Right now, all of us individually, most of humanity is out of sync. We're out of sync of the natural rhythms. And that's okay. There's no judgment. I'm just simply saying I was also out of rhythm from all of this, right? So it's all a growth and learning period. So there's no right or wrong in it. But the key right now becomes that how to get back in the rhythm. New moons are the times where you plant new seeds because everything is in darkness. Everything is dark. I mean, see, I'm wearing black for us for the new moon to show that you're planting new seeds in the soil. And then once they birth, there's right environment, you water, there's fertilizer, then it starts to grow. When it starts to grow, it comes into the sun, right? So I want to say that in this period today till the end of this year, plant seeds, envision, and go big, guys, go big. Dream the biggest dream that you can dream of. Dream the most outlandish dream that you can dream of for yourself. And have faith and just say, all right, I told you this is what I want. This is my platter. Okay, I know it's going to happen. What did I do? What was this? Look, 99 is what I'm saying right now. Take a higher perspective, right? Humanitarian. So when you're dreaming big, because the energy is so potent right now, all it's simply asking you is, do you trust? I planted this underneath in the soil. If I don't have faith that I've planted something and it's going to grow, how can it grow? I'm a mother, right? So when I was pregnant, I wanted my child to grow. I nurtured my child within me, right? That I wanted, right? So there's that desire for growth. desire for holding and nurturing and trusting that the child is growing beautifully and correctly. Right? So I am nurturing the right things. So this 2020 new moon and moving into full moon, and then there's a solar big thing. I think I should have written the date. I think 18th or something. That's why I'm doing one-on-one sessions. Zoom sessions on it, is to really look at this last 10 days is super powerful point for manifestation and creation. That's all I'm going to say. All right. Super powerful time for manifestation and creation. There's this big portal of energy coming up on 1221, 1221. Okay. 1221. It is new energy, fresh energy coming in. It's like that jump start. You need that jump start on your life. You're going to get it. And I'm seeing the time 525. Okay. Changes and intuition. So with this thing, you're going to also start to see and look around. Some people will show up in your life. Some events will take place. Some kind of news will come up. These are destined events. It's meant to take place. This is the time that this is fated event that's taking place in your life. Speak your truth. What do I mean by speak my truth? Is speak into the universe your manifestation of what you believe in. So are you speaking about your manifestation? Are you speaking in alignment with what you want to manifest? That is the key. That is one of the important lessons for us is 533. I keep repeating the numbers because they show up. They asked me to say it. Aquarius, come back to Earth. So yes, speaking your truth. So this would be the time to check. There's a cross-check time. Are you in alignment? If I'm having this dream, am I saying into the universe, you know what? Life sucks. I suck. Situations suck. Look at this person is so mean to me. I don't think I'm capable. Look at that person. They already have like 200,000 followers and 2 million followers and they have all that money and I don't know if I'll be able to do this, right? So you are now giving mixed signals into the universe. Do you want it or do you not want it? Do you want it? If you want it, then you let us figure it out. You just have faith. Faith in yourself, faith in the universe, faith in things taking place for you that you can't see right now. But you must do your part. It's one thing to have faith and then just sit on your ass. Pardon, I do swear. So just sit on your ass and do nothing about it. That's not going to happen. You've got to still take action. Oh my God, look at that lighting. So it's time for that. So be and feel in the sense of abundance. Don't look at 2020 as this negative and oh my God, a challenging year. Look at, wow, 2020 has taught me lessons for life. It's historically a very, very big year for all of us, right? So align with your community, align with people who will support you. That is one of the ways in which you can start to set patterns. So visualization, believing, writing it out on what you wish to experience and see, and trust and dream that big dream. Dream that big dream, whether it's that job, whether it was that physical, fitness regime. You want to be more fit, or you want to have a better relationship with your family. You want to not have to worry about money. If you don't have to worry about money, then trust. Focus like, okay, I'm going to get up in the morning. I'm going to do morning affirmations. I'm going to sleep to bed thinking abundant thoughts. I'm going to, people have said mean things to me and it was not right. I was very proud of myself for not engaging and giving my power away. I did not want to indulge in drama, so I chose a better side. On the other one, I spoke up for what I believed in. I was a little bit scared, but I did it, right? So that is the kind of energy which is important for us to be in, right? So that's one. So core beliefs, core strengths, that is how we should prepare for 2021. I would be in a meditative state today, tomorrow, day after, a couple of days. That's what couple of people have said in astrology. And I think I like that because they talked about, because it's a solar eclipse, it's not like a normal new moon. So wait out, for a couple of days for the intense energy so that you can just see and get clarity on this is the direction. So wait a couple of days. What is the date? 14, 15, 16. Oh yeah. So it's I think 16th is a big day again, astrologically. So by 15th, 16th, start to settle down, write down, take some time. And during these next couple of days, start to just connect in nature. If you've never meditated, listen to some. I mean, I love listening to Deepak Chopra still. I mean, I do my own meditation, but I love to connect to their energies. And I have my own other meditations that I listen to, and I do. And it just feels good. I haven't made any set plans for 2021 for myself, which direction I'm going to go, but I am receiving the guidance and I'm getting a strong urge towards some things. So I may not even know the entire plan for myself for 2021. And I'm seeing 111 right now, which is great. All about you, your self-expression, connection to the divine source. But I should be okay with a couple of steps that open up for me. That's the energy. That's how envision the big dream, but plan out on just a couple of steps, just a few steps, and not try to pave the entire path. Look what happened to us. Nobody planned. Nobody knew, no matter what astrologers knew, nobody knew the coronavirus is going to come, right? So it impacted us. We can't really see it. So let's start to plant positive seeds of hope, of optimism, of growth, of humanitarianism, of justice. And let's start to embody those energies however it shows up for us. So that's what I wanted to kind of share with you all about how to prepare for 2021, because it is going to be a ride. I mean, the tarot readings have come out mind-blowing. It's amazing type of energy. So I'm like excited to bring forth and put them on the channel. I'm not like holding back. It just is a ton of editing to do and timestamping. So I wanted it to be timestamped. So because these are long readings, you may not have like an hour to watch at one stretch. So I'm like, okay, if people just watch the first quarter, then we'll take a break and then they know they can come to the second quarter. So I've divided up all my readings by quarter by quarter. So I do see amazing stuff through tarot, through what the Spirit has guided me to bring forth for you on the coming year. Beautiful, beautiful energies. And I'm going to do my best to bring forth regular live sessions, actually. And I'll start up a Patreon. Let's see when. I mean, it's an idea that's coming, where people ask me, half of my channel asks me about numbers, and I cannot do so many videos. So I want to start a Patreon channel. I'm going to keep it very, very affordable, very, 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 very low priced. And we'll just do live sessions and I'll teach you about a lot of these things. And I'm also creating manifestation series and chakra series. So people can start to attend those courses at affordable prices. And once I get some place to record some meditations, which people actually attend one-on-ones with me, I'll start to post them on the channel. And then you can download it for yourself and enjoy that. So that's pretty much what I wanted to share. So if any of you have questions, go ahead and write, ask. I'm very happy to answer them for you. Yes, Grand Rising. It is 1221, a big rising. So we have a planet of, what I hear is Jupiter is a planet of expansion and Saturn is a planet of constriction. Imagine expansion and constriction coming together, limitation and that. Awesome, right? Did I forget about 1222? And all more minor numbers around? I did. No, actually, I see 1222 a lot. And what I also see is 1221 changing to 1222. I think some of you ask me what happens. What I feel intuitively is that when we are immediately in front of my eyes, a number changes. It's like a step up, and sometimes a step down. So there is a little bit of a step up taking place in consciousness and a change in our environment and in our consciousness, right? I will talk about numbers, and I'm thinking I will do that. Maybe I'll do a live session Okay. Um, I don't have room in my house because there's so many people in the house. So I'm like put outside to do my live sessions, and look at how ugly the lighting is. So if I'm not freezing my ass off, I'll try to do another live session before the end of the year, and you can ask me questions on numbers. I will not come prepared. I'll be in my pajamas and I'll sit down and you can log on. Okay? This is for you who asked me about numbers. Any other questions? Any other comments? Well, then, I will bid you all farewell, and I wish you much abundances, and may this grand rising bring grand rising in your life. I thank you for sharing that word. I like it, grand rising. It is a grand rising. So, sending you lots of love, lots of light, and I'm very happy to speak with all of you. I'll talk to you soon. Bye, loves.